Welcome back to the Silver Fern Farms Event Centre in Te Araha. We are into the business end of this tournament, the North Island A Invitational Tournament of 2020. We're into finals time. We begin first with the girls' final. It's the unbeaten Manukura from Palmerston North there on the right of your screen, up against Tauranga's Kura Kokiri. So this should be a humdinger. Now, what we've seen already, we've seen the girls' third playoff. Tararua College, too strong in that one for Mercury Bay School, taking that. We've just seen a very close game, actually, between Manukura and Wahine College. Wahine College really giving Manukura a run for the money, but the boys from Palmerston North too strong in the end. And now we have left with us the girls' grand final and the boys' grand final. So Hugh Bainan, this is where it all comes down to the business end.
It certainly does, and there is Manukura from Palmerston North starting for them. DJ Nuihinga, Geneva Harrison, Legacy Harrison, Paris Mason and Briseis Minell. They've had a fantastic tournament so far. Such a young team, only two of them in year 13 playing the last game of school basketball. That's DJ Nuihinga and Paris Mason. For Te Kura Kokiri, Hiria Fraser will start along with Ihipera Nuku, Mawaiata Ranapira, Tanako Gardner and Wairaka Tekira.
And I can tell you one name who won't be starting is the name at the top, that who was at the top of that list, Hineo Ponamu Nuku. She's injured, out for, well, probably the rest of the season. Was injured playing senior basketball, and I think is here, but certainly won't be taking any part on court. She'll be a loss for them. She's one of their stronger players.
Absolutely. She was in the secondary school tournament team last year, in the under-17s New Zealand team as well. So a real loss for TKK, as they're known. Te Kura Kokiri out of Tauranga.
I had a little chat before the game too to this young woman in the middle of the screen, Roy Mata Harahup. She's from Hamilton, loves reffing, loves playing. Really great servant of the game.
And that's Darby Green there. The other referee, daughter of former Breakers and coach Jeff Green.
Good to see the basketball going down through the lines.
Roy Mata Harahup on the left of your screen. I believe she was part of the Waikato under-15 squad as well. So a very handy player, as well as a very authoritative referee. Despite her size out on the court, she is the loudest voice out there for sure.
So these two, they played each other yesterday. It was a win for Manukura, but who really knows? I spoke to both of the coaches of both sides, and you know, I think both of them were playing games within a game.
You see instantly the standout in height out there, that of Paris Mason, who has a glittering career ahead of her, whatever sport she chooses. Already a member of the Central Pulse wider squad in netball, and a junior Tulfern that went to New Caledonia last year as well. So plenty of decisions ahead of hers, but for now, only one thing on her mind: trying to go home with a trophy back to Palmerston North.
It's a story too, isn't it? A lot of these athletes who are here, you know, they don't just play basketball, they play all sorts, and the opportunities that are out there for youngsters these days is amazing. That's brilliant, nice drive.
Taniko Gardner with the drop step. From Manukura the other way. That one just a little bit too out of control.
I tell you what, Taniko Gardner at this tournament is averaging 29 points a game.
Wow. I was talking to Miles Pearce, head coach of Manukura Wahine earlier, and he was saying she is one to watch. She can play, were his words.
Their other high scorer is number 15, now Waiata Ranapia. There she is.
She goes and draws a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot the first free throws of this contest.
Interesting comparison, though, between these two teams, isn't it? Because with Kura Kokiri, so they've got two particularly strong players. Manukura perhaps has strength more across the entire squad.
She makes her first from the line. Splits the free throws, does Ranapia. And here come Manukura. That's Legacy Harrison probing for a bit of space, looks to drop it off. Does so. Here's Mason pulling up from the elbow. It comes off the back iron. And away come Kura Kokiri. Pull up from just inside the three-point line, and the friendliest of bounces for Hidia Fraser.
Like we were talking about yesterday, you never know quite how that bounce is going to go. Kind on that occasion.
It's great to see Paris Mason bringing the ball up. And tidy looking reverse layup, gets her own rebound, and she finishes it off well. Too often at schoolboy and schoolgirl level, players pigeonholed due to size. And everyone needs to grow up handling the ball as well, because let me tell you, once you meet the Americans, they're all taller than you, and no longer you're a centre, you're actually the size of a small forward. The shot comes up from mid-range. Tanika Gardner starting strong. Good ball movement from Manukura. The three-pointer just short from Geneva Harrison. Plenty of intent from both sides early in this game. You can see every possession means something. Three-pointer off. Who's going to come away with this rebound? There's a foul called on Paris Mason. And Kura Kokiri will inbound the ball as Mason takes the seat.
Yeah, Mason a bit bemused by that call, but fair enough.
It looked like a fair contest, but
a big one from Gardner.
Sure, good box out from Manukura, but it still goes the way of Kura Kokiri, and here they come. Takeda trying to find a bit of work. Great stutter step, and the floater goes. Hidia Fraser, she started strong with back-to-back buckets. Sayas Manel working hard and sticking to it. A young lady with college ambitions. Let's see how far basketball can take her.
Yes, well, she's one of the three or so in this Manukura side, along with Mason. And Legacy Harrison.
Good defense there.
Always score, always come up with good points. Hard to stop.
It's been a nice pass inside and a good little sidestep there from Legacy Harrison. Just couldn't get it to drop though. And Kura Kokiri come the other way with a 9-4 lead. Strong start for the girls from Tauranga. Here's Gardner. Driving. Good defense, just forced her wide to Manukura, and they come the other way with a nice fast break that results in a trip to the line for DJ Nuihinga. Playing her last game of high school basketball.
(9-4), just under 6 minutes remaining in this first quarter.
Thanks to both, does Nuihinga. 3-point game as we approach the midway point of the first stanza. Good drive, but good defense too. There's Gardner driving. She draws a foul on the floor.
It's a small school, Kura Kokiri in Tauranga. It's celebrating, it's a big week for it actually. It's celebrating its 20th birthday. They've got 10 days of celebrations, culminating on the 10th of October, which is the actual anniversary, but clearly very proud of what they've established there.
Legacy Harrison trying to find a bit of space. She drops it back. Uru Matakatia. The chant coming from the TKK bench as Harrison drives. Loaded off with the floater.
That was a good box by Wairaka Takira. Her mother, Rawi Nuku, one of the two coaches. Very much a whānau concept.
Absolutely. Rebound.
Rari Nuku, the coach, also Kihoroa Nuku, her cousin, also coaches, and his two daughters are also on the side.
Great defensive intensity from Kura Kokiri so far. Both teams have played well defensively. As Gardner glides along the baseline, just couldn't get the layup to go. Instead she'll shoot a three-pointer from the wing. That doesn't go either. Who's going to come away with this rebound? Anyone's guess. It's TKK. Steps it. Oh, that's big shoulder-to-face contact. Nothing illegal about it, though. No. Held her ground.
No, she got up.
Here's Harrison taking contact as she drives. Foul on the floor. That'll be a sideline ball to Manukura.
Wow, Pera Nuku, she drove into that key. As you say, nothing illegal at all. It was just how it fell. Poof.
Timeout called by Kura Kokiri.
So exciting start. Yeah.
Both sides defensively. There's all the endeavour in the world offensively, but great intensity from TKK on the defensive end. And from Manukura, I've liked that they're always in the right position. So even if they are giving up shots, but they're all tough shots. The TKK players having to fall away from the basket as they shoot as well. So two well-coached teams we're watching in this final. Star-studded coaching staff. They seem to rotate game by game. Miles Pearce is the head coach of the girls team. That's him on one knee. Played all around the world as a player.
He's very fortunate to have those three men. Great setup there. Manukura in Palmerston North. We've seen their boys and their girls here in Te Araha. But you've got to sort of admire too, well, not that it's a big school, but you know, this Kura Kokiri, I think they only have a some total of about 150 students all up. And yet they make it work. Fantastic.
Here's a question you may or may not know the answer to, Jenny. What position does Paris Mason play on the netball court?
She's a circle defender. So generally,
I've always wondered how you could be a shooter in I mean, you're obviously always a shooter in basketball, but trying to switch between the two must be really tough if you are.
No, she, well, as you mentioned before, she's just a very talented individual. Also kind of cool, she's under the Tanya Dalton Foundation. So it's a wonderful thing where young athletes in all sorts of sports, or any of the sports actually that Tanya Dalton was interested in, and believe me, there were a lot of them. And of course, great to see her daughter Taylor off to the States, so she's there now in San Francisco, starting her US scholarship basketball career.
Proud Tulfern herself. Good offense, good measured offense from Manukura, finished off by Kiana Royal, who's into the game and straight onto the score sheet.
I should just mention on that note, Tanya Dalton Foundation having their gala dinner coming up at the end of the month, October the 31st. Still tickets available.
Great strength shown there by Mawaiata Aranapia. Should be tough to handle down in the low block for Manukura.
That was good defence.
Great pump fake from Royal. When she committed the foul, she went for the offensive rebound.
Takira almost looked for a moment as though she was going to go all the way.
Shoots the mid-range, too much on it. And that's Elizabeth Brown, Lil Brown, as she's known, comes away with it. Shot comes up. Great offensive rebound from Royal. And a lovely look as well. She's made a difference and she's come into the game. Brown with the finish, but that basket belongs to Kiana Royal. Great spin move from Takira. Great awareness to fool the defender that she's looking to go to the strong side and then reverse and spin to the baseline.
No mistake with that second one. 12-10. Kura Kokiri over Manukura. Early stages though. Just about a fatal misunderstanding from Manukura. Brilliant pass straight in to the base of the key.
Some members of the Tararua College team who have secured third place make their way into the arena to watch the grand final. Two missed free throws. Here come TKK through together that pass just at the feet. Too hard to snap it down there, so Manukura That's Michaela Bell into the game with her first shot, just a little too strong on the three-pointer. Jeez, this is a tense affair, even early in the first quarter. Great defense, holding their position well. That's Kiana Royal again. As Harrison skips past the defender.
Oh!
Gets her own rebound though, sticks with it. Can't get it to go the second time either, and here comes Gardner for Kura Kokiri. Great ball movement in the hands, keeping it away from prying hands. Oh.
Great skills on display from Harrison.
Legacy Harrison.
Look at the acceleration of Lil Brown. Just too much acceleration on that ball. But you're right, Hugh. Nothing in it, 12-10. Because when they played yesterday, it was Manukura 59-42.
They ran away with it a little bit at the end. flatters them a little bit, the score. But like you said before, Jenny, both coaches were keeping everything close to their chest. I don't think the starting five played together at all the entire game for Manukura. Gardner pulls up from the elbow, can't get it to go. Offensive board though, and they'll get a second chance, which is wasted, thrown out of bounds.
Coach Rawi Nuku of Kura Kokiri, she was saying that really what they did is they didn't have too much input into that game. They let the girls make their own decisions, decide how they wanted to play it, and she said this game we'll give them a little more guidance.
Bit of a wild shot up there from Legacy Harrison, but the buzzer was imminent, and that'll do us for the first quarter action, a tense first quarter of action here in Te Araha.
12-10, Kura Kokiri over Manukura. Just 2 points in it at the quarter break time in this, well, gold medal match, if you like, for the girls' championship here in Te Araha. There is the Kura Kokiri huddle. Cousins, Rawi Nuku and Kiharoa Nuku. They share the coaching duties for this school. And they'll be relatively pleased. I think they certainly got out to a very good start in that first quarter. And then Manukura have come back in. There they are. But only 2 points in it. Anything could happen. And I'm sure this will be, the third day of basketball. And one thing I know, they've all been dying to play basketball. But, 3 days. You'll be starting to feel it.
Absolutely, there'll be some tired bodies over the next couple of days, stumbling around at home.
Kura Kokiri, of course, come from Tauranga, so they haven't been staying down here. They've just been driving down each day.
Good bit of team bonding in the minivan.
Be like a road trip. Be fantastic.
Bit too far to make the drive from Palmy each day, I'd suggest, for Manukura. I've had both boys and the girls team up here. The boys securing third place. Can the girls go two better? Interesting, Paris Mason staying on the bench. Just one foul, I think, to her name before she was set down. Miss Gardner, she fires it out. Nuku. 3 seconds in the key, which was being pleaded for by the Manukura bench. That's Ngawaiata Ranapia. Bumped into her own player there. To Bell, but they recover, and that's a foul. That's Kiana Royal. Will go to the line to shoot two after a strong start to the game for her.
Closes it to a 1 point game. 12-11.
Sarah Clotworthy and tied up by Manukura. She does well to get rid of the ball. Driving to the hoop and going to the line. This run up here.
One of the two biggest scorers for Kura Kokiri.
Well, she uses her strength well, and she has some really good post moves to her as well, which makes it really tough to handle down under the hoop.
Made amends with that one, did Ranapia.
Matakati's three just off, but Royal with another big offensive board.
Oh, the bounce beats everyone.
It's Geneva Harrison throwing up a prayer. Royal with another board.
Well, they're cleaning up, aren't they, on the boards?
Travel call.
Manukura. But Kura Kokiri has the last laugh.
Good work off the ball. And then on the ball. What a wonderful move that was from Teo Marama. Abraham Toa. Down the other end, that basket won't count.
Well, there's hands and arms all over the place.
So the basket went in from Kura Kokiri, but the ball wasn't inbounded by Manukura. Whether they thought they missed or whether they just had a bit of a brain fade, I don't know. They didn't inbound.
Yes, you're right. It just played on, didn't it? Oh, well picked up.
Roy Matahara is just going to double check with the score bench. Definitely went in is the word. It definitely went in. We saw it.
Absolutely.
Yep,
and actually, funny enough, I can remember because she went onto the floor and got up straight away because play did not stop. So here we are, 15-11. Kura Kokiri.
Royal running into some contact. Here's Harrison, Geneva Harrison. To Matakatia. She pulls up from the free throw line. That doesn't go, and that's a bit of sloppy play. Just a bit of miscommunication.
So back Manukura must come. They're still on attack. In comes DJ Nuihinga.
Geneva Harrison, the high arcing three-pointer. Too much power on it. Here comes TKK the other way. Trying to get the ball into Taniko Gardner or to Ranapira. Three goes up from Hiperanuku. Eventually the rebound brought down by Manukura. Through Lil Brown, who looks to go coast to coast. No, she fires it out to the corner. Oh.
That was just a little wild. That ball from Nuihinga. Strong arm. So Kura Kokiri build again.
Travel called there. Good defense.
That's a great win, isn't it, for Uru Matakatia? She'll be pleased with that. Applied the pressure.
Harrison fires it out to the corner. Michaela Bell, too much three-point shots not dropping for Manukura early in this one. Plenty of basketball left to be played, though. This so far low scoring, tense affair. Great hand, great steal. Lil Brown, again, just can't get the finish to go. There's a foul called. That'll be Kura Kokiri ball as Paris Mason and Legacy Harrison come back into the game. Well, she didn't need to go for that. I don't know up here. No, she didn't see that Mason had got a tip on it. It was a good tip from Mason. She'll bring the ball up. Oh, just a mishandle there from Brown. They've done well to get back Manukura. See what Kura Kokiri can make of this possession. Three-pointer goes up, it's short. Mason comes away with the board. She puts the jets on as she moves down court. Somehow get the ball back, Manukura.
They're just unable to capitalise on that fast break. They did well, just couldn't finish.
The ball just not dropping for them offensively as another one rattles out.
Wow, how long is it, Hugh, since we've had a basket?
They're getting the looks, Manukura. Well, both teams are really. That's a two-point attempt. Another rebound from Mason.
Here comes Mason again.
She's athletic as she moves down the court. And again, she can't finish either. Strong defense. That one's slung down the court. So Rana Pera well worked back. DJ Nuihinga. They're all into that chase back and swatted it away. Travel, good work from Mason, just pulled the chair out from underneath her. Tough assignment for both those girls looking after each other at both ends of the court. Here's Harrison. Thought about pulling up, instead finds Mason, steps one way, spins with the underarm, she's fouled, she'll go to the line for two. To see the Manukura boys team sitting behind the bench of the girls team, showing a bit of support as both free throws are missed, but Mason comes down with a rebound. Looks to just pass it around the corner, but there's...
Gosh, incredible when you look at it, Hugh. We're halfway through the second quarter. Manukura has scored 1 point in the second quarter. Having said that, Kura Kokiri has only scored 3. We were 12-10.
It's been one for the defense
at the quarter break,
it?
yeah.
I say that, but both teams are getting shots up. They're just not dropping. There's Gardner. She might have something to say about shots not dropping. Oh, she does all the hard work again as those two get wrapped up again, but a foul is called on Rana Pera, I should say.
And away we go again. Yeah, that's good D. Paris Mason trying to burrow her way in and around, not able to.
I don't know, Pierre, just been told to get out the key. Watch out for that 3-second call. Oh, that's a big screen, and Gardner puts up the 3, and there's a foul, offensive foul called.
Wow, the
Paris
basket went
Mason
through.
went flying across the court.
I just saw the end result of that.
The basket does not count. The push is called on Ngawaiata Nanapia, and a timeout is called.
So crikey. And that's
There's a lot of feeling in this game.
Well, it's a costly foul, isn't it, for Te Kura Kokiri? I mean, that was 3 points that they would have had. They come away with nothing. They still lead 15-11. But as we've mentioned, Hugh, there's just not a lot of success at the moment for either side.
It's all this game is going to take to blow wide open is one team going on a run.
And you suspect that both of them are capable of it.
Oh, both have shown plenty of enterprise and some good defense as well. Just glad wrap over both hoops at the moment.
It wasn't you, was it? Good vibe here at the event centre in Te Araha. It's a great centre, very modern, all the facilities, bit of boom boom music going in the background, and a good crowd coming in. You can imagine that will swell for the boys' final in the not too distant future, when the home side, of course, is trying to go through the whole tournament unbeaten. Except for that loss this morning, which I keep forgetting. You just pulled that face, and I knew I'd made a mistake.
They rested most of their starters, but it was still technically a loss to Waihe College.
Yeah, they've been good, Te Araha. Actually, and so Waihe, gee, they'll be well pleased with their efforts today. Didn't quite get up for the bronze medal, but they put on a great show. Pushed Manukura all the way.
I don't think
here we
they'll be
are.
a team that'll go home disappointed. Just happy to play some basketball in a year where we thought we wouldn't be.
So just over 4 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Te Kura Kokiri hanging on to a 15-11 lead over Manukura. What's Mason going to do?
It's Harrison. She's fouled, and she made her way across the key. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's good disciplined offense, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the message coming from Miles Pearce. If you stay disciplined and work yourself into the right position, the buckets will fall, or you'll earn a trip to the line, and players will find themselves in foul trouble. That goes to both teams, really. Making your free throws is a big part of that game plan as well. Second one's off too. Who's going to come away with that board? Wairaka Te Kura, it is.
Yeah, she's been strong so far, hasn't she, for Te Kura Kokiri?
She's playing with a lot of purpose.
Coach's daughter, she needs to.
Good hand in there from Uru Matakatia. Manoika Manukura, here's Paris Mason. Looking for someone to hand the ball off to. It is Matakatia. Harrison. Back to Mason. She shoots a 3 from the top. Too much on it. Rebound Gardner. Long three-pointer. Rolls around and drops. Hiria Fraser. Stretching that lead. Harrison, great pass into Mason. Gets her own rebound. With tenacity. Slung across. This three-pointer doesn't drop, but Harrison's there, and finally the lid comes off the basket for Manukura. Legacy Harrison with the 2 points. There's Te Kura. Spinning into the lane. not finishing. And here's Mason off to the races. She's got teammates to her left. She finds one, drops back. It's nice fast break. Basketballs, bodies go flying. And Manukura goes to the line for 2.
You almost wonder why Nui Hinga didn't shoot it herself. Obviously had her reasons. And here we go. The boys with the fingers.
Hands up, that was the old
They still do that, the Breakers?
Breakers thing. I'm not sure they do it so much anymore. About those championship years, it was a staple of a free throw attempt at the North Shore Event Centre, as it used to be known, or Victor Arena, as it used to be known. Both Breakers venues have changed their names in recent years to Event Finder Stadium and Spark Arena. I don't know up here. Turns the corner and finishes high off the glass. Tidy work from Rawaiata Aranapia. Mason looks to fire back the other way. She finds Legacy Harrison, who does just that. Now we're seeing some baskets.
We are. It's almost as though at the moment they're taking it in turns. You've had one, we'll have one. So the score, 20-15.
Foot on the line, 2. Doesn't drop, but Takira's had a fantastic first half of basketball for TKK. A long three-pointer to Nico Gardner. As Miles Pearce wants to talk it over. Timeout called.
I tell you what, we've got a very strong pocket of Kura Kokiri supporters just to our left. Great to see. And I guess Tarang is not too far away, is it? They've all come down to help their side in this final. So 23-15. Certainly, when they played the other day, the margin was the other way. But then we're not sure what was going on really in the minds of coaches, players, who knows who. Rawi Nuku doing most of the talking there. Mostly to her daughter, it seems, at the moment, Wairaka Takira.
She's had a great start to the game, been their standout player along with Nico Gardner in this one and Ngaiwaiata Ronapia. And for Manukura, Legacy Harrison doing a lot of the scoring for them, but they look a different team when Paris Mason has the ball in hand. She turns those jets on when she brings the ball up the court. And Kiana Royal off the bench has had a solid impact for the Palmerston North girls side.
Very young spectator.
Future tall fin.
Yep. Well, that's the basketball scene for you, though, isn't it? Very much a family game. All the whānau.
Great support here for Te Kura Kokiri.
The school flag, you could see, with 20-year celebrations written on it. And we're off. Just over a minute remaining in the second quarter. 23-15. Te Kura Kokiri hanging on to this lead.
There's Harrison. Looked after really well by Takira, but good off-the-ball work, and that's great basketball. Miles Pearce very happy with that, and as he should be. Harrison and Mason combining beautifully. Just a simple give and go, but really opens up the opportunities, and it's 2 easy points. A chicken wing that he's got away with there, TKK. That might be a jump ball. It's not, it's a foul. Kura Kokiri will have possession. There's I don't know, Pia, going to work. Goes one way, goes the other, and gets it to drop.
She does it so casually.
Very measured, very composed. Did you need to be in the post? Here's Harrison. Finds her sister, Geneva Harrison. She puts up the 3. Can't get that to go. Look to open up this lead. There's 6 minutes with 3 seconds to go. The shot needs to come up. It is by Gardner off the back iron. And it's the first half of basketball. And it's gone the way of Kura Kokiri.
25-17 at half-time in the gold medal match. We'll be back soon after the break.
Hoops in Schools is a national initiative that sees us, Basketball New Zealand, partner with a local association and a local funder to install more fit-for-purpose hoops across New Zealand. So a lack of suitable facilities is still one of our biggest challenges as participation continues to rise. So what the Hoops in Schools initiative is doing is it's providing more long-term sustainable opportunities for the tamariki and local communities to stay involved and keep participating in basketball.
I've been involved with this program since its inception really. The first launch that we did up in South Auckland a couple of years ago was really successful, and we've seen the numbers of kids playing basketball up there really explode, and now they've got somewhere to play, and it's awesome to bring it down to Tauranga now and to get some hoops down there and give the kids facilities that they need to go out and play and get better.
Schools obviously get a budget like everyone does, and we have things that we have to prioritise, but like anything, things are tight. So to be able to, with you guys, to provide these basketball hoops for our tamariki is absolutely gold.
These hoops are awesome for us. Last year or previous years we've only had hoops that are at a certain height. These ones that have been installed over summer, they can adjust so we can get different levels.
Growing up, it was difficult to find places to play, and I think we've seen recently, as basketball's become more popular, that there's been more facilities pop up, but there's still not enough. You know, it's hard to keep up with the growing demand and explosion in numbers of kids and adults alike playing basketball, and to have the more and more facilities like this is really important.
Here in Te Puke, we have students from a range of different backgrounds, and to get brand new, wonderful basketball hoops like this is a huge thing for our community, because they wouldn't always have the opportunity to play on such amazing hoops.
Basketball is definitely a growing sport and well loved by our tamariki here at Gresham Village School. Having an asset like these hoops just brings so much to not only our school but to our community.
Just to be a bit of a hub for people to connect with, to come down and play with your friends. It's, not every kid that comes down here is going to go on to play professional basketball or be a tall black, but it's a chance for them to catch up with their friends and have fun and be active and lead a healthy lifestyle, and to have basketball as an avenue for that and provide a meeting point and a middle point, I guess, for these people to come together, I think is something that's really, really special.
Well, it's really fun. These hoops are really good. I like shooting. More people can come in and practice and also just have fun trying to play the sport.
Welcome back to half-time at the Te Araha Event Centre. This is the girls' gold medal match. And that before you is a Manukura. They are trailing at the moment in this final, 17-25. They don't seem too despondent. That's good.
Well, it's good to see that, because as we were saying just in the break there, Jenny, it's a tense game, and you can be hard in finals to remember why you're here. That's just to enjoy yourself and play some basketball. So I can see Miles Pearce logic there, just trying to relax the team and be like, look guys, we're just here to play some basketball, have some fun, you're all good at it, just go out and do it. And it's certainly no easy task up against this impressive team so far.
And there's Rawi Nuku talking to her side, Kura Kokiri. They're leading 25-17. It's a low-scoring game. I mean, that second quarter, 13-7 they won. So they'll be pleased that they kept Manukura to single figures. But you kind of get the feeling that there's possibly more firepower to come.
Just a few nerves, I think, as well, but also just good defense from both teams. Both teams are well prepared for each other, which is good to see. And now the beauty of it, it's a chess match now as well, isn't it, for the coaches to work out how to penetrate through the defences. The intriguing matchup for me is between Waiata Ararapia and Paris Mason. One with the height, one with the strength. Having to look after each other at both ends of the floor. And that's a really key matchup in this one, as is trying to slow down Taniko Gardner, number 13 for Kura Kokiri. Manukura can't be too despondent. I mean, they're just getting good looks, just the shots aren't dropping. I'm sure that's what the coaching staff just told them.
Exactly right, and they've still got plenty of time to come. It's only half time, 25-17. Plenty of basketball still to come in this, the final in the girls' draw.
Here's Harrison. They're straight into an offensive set by Manukura. Geneva finds Legacy, her sister. And too much on that. Good rebound. Too strong on the putback, though. From Perseus Manel. Again, it's just a little bit of nerves, I think. A bit of composure, knowing that every basket is important. A defensive box out and rebound from Mason, and away they go. It's Geneva Harrison with a foul committed. Nico Gardner. And it's coming from the baseline.
So ball from the back, 25-17. It is Kura Kokiri from Tauranga, leading Palmerston North's Manukura. That's a beautiful move, beautiful move.
A smart spin.
We've got to stop.
Some shot clock, some scoreboard issues, potentially. It'll be talked over. I'm sure the basket will count, though. Darby Green over there, just making sure everything is in order. Miles Pearce should chime in saying the basket does count, though, right? Because it was a nice basket. And we're happy to go, says Darby.
And we're away. The score is correct. And we're off.
Oh, hits the ground hard. Does Harrison, but well to affect the shot. And here she is on the other end, pulling up from mid-range. Her sister gets the rebound. Legacy back to Geneva. It's all the Harrison sisters at the moment. Who's going to come away with that one? Takeda.
Strong rebound from Takeda. Not the tallest player on the court, but most determined.
And one of the most impressive so far in this girls' final. Good interception from Paris Mason. Instantly puts her head down. Harrison, a long two-pointer. Down it goes for Geneva Harrison. And Manukura getting into their work in this third quarter.
Closing up a little bit now, the score. Just 4 points in it. Kura Kokiri yet to score in this third quarter.
Gardner dropping into Ranapia. There she is again. Here's Geneva Harrison. Mason trailing. Finds good pass and a good finish as well. Perseus Manel will go to the line to convert the three-point play. It's good inside-out basketball there from Manukura.
And you can see they're a little bit more fired up now, aren't they? They're coming together in the huddle on court, encouraging each other.
They just seem a bit more relaxed, and it's almost like, right, you've had your your tense moment. Now just go out there and do it, and that's what we're seeing here. And now it's time up for Kura Kokiri to respond as Manel converts the three-point play.
So 27-24. Good start to this third quarter for Manukura.
Gardner, well looked after. To throw up a bit of a prayer. Just the speed of Paris Mason off the mark. Drops it back. Oh, that's good
hop,
basketball.
skip and a jump.
Geneva Harrison. That is textbook fast break basketball, and I wonder if that's also been a message, because they have definitely upped the speed and the tempo in this one. Manukura. Mason working hard to prevent the entry pass when she gets back to help. Manukura, good defense. And that'll be Manukura ball coming off to Kira.
You're absolutely right though, Hugh. Manukura doing a great job of taking care of Taniko Gardner. Normally scoring 29 points a game. Well, I don't think she's anywhere near on the way to that in this one. Sarah Clockworthy back on court. Ranapia takes a rest.
There's Mason working with Geneva Harrison. Sorry, Legacy Harrison with the long three-pointer. A rebound for Praseas Manel. And there's Geneva Harrison. They just travelled, caught between two minds, and that's all it takes.
And sometimes too, you get the foot wrong as to which which landed first and what.
The referees are always watching. Long three-pointer, and fouled while shooting the three-pointer is Taniko Gardner, so she'll go to the line to shoot 3 free throws.
So clinging to the lead by 1 point at the moment. Kura Kokiri, can she give them a bit more breathing space?
Perfect trip to the line.
I don't think she liked the fact that I'd mentioned that she perhaps wasn't scoring as bountifully as she has been.
Geneva Harrison is gliding her way through the key. Her sister does the same. Can't get the layup to go.
So that margin now back out to 4, 30-26.
Here's Gardner. Legacy Harrison given the job of sticking to her like glue. Who's going to come away with that rebound? It is Legacy Harrison. There she is at the other end. Can't get her shot to go. And Gardner brings it up for TKK. To Kura Kokiri. Crossover. Beautiful pass down low. And Sarah Clockworthy, the grateful recipient.
And those moves, they always look so good, don't they? When they're well executed.
Harrison with the show and the go. Nice, pretty basketball there from young Legacy Harrison. Still with a couple of years of basketball, school basketball to come for her.
Lucky regather.
Gardner catch and shoot for 3. That looks good, and it is good. Well, we said she was one to watch, and she's living up to the billing in this one. Here's Mason. Nice pass into Manel. Out it goes to Harrison for 3. She fires back with one of her own. 2-pointer, I should say. Toe was on the line. Referee Darby Green. keeping me in check.
This court is certainly being a lot more lively than the last.
He's Gardner.
Oh,
Taking contact and finishing.
okay, I'm starting to believe the 29 average now.
There's Mason stepping one way, going the other. Just couldn't finish. Who's going to come away with it? Bodies everywhere. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes the way of Kura Kokiri. 3-pointer from the corner goes up. It doesn't go down. There's a foul there from Hiria Fraser. So in the 7-point hole, just under 4 minutes to go, Manukura have possession. In the third quarter. I don't think Mason was expecting that pass. She shoots the three from the wing. Off the back iron, who's going to come away with that? Manel working hard for it. Slung out of bounds.
Yeah, just couldn't make it a decent enough pass, Nuihinga, that it would have been easy to pick up. Under pressure, though.
Gardner dropping it off, but only as far as Praseas Manel, and a 3-on-1 opportunity here. A shot ended up being a mid-range on a layup. Harrison tries to put it back in. And look at Mason get back. Great defense from Paris Mason. She sprinted the entire length of the court to force a turnover.
Yeah, she slaps her hands too. She's a tall girl, but man, she's got wheels.
She can move, absolutely. Now she'll bring the ball up as well.
Yeah, good to see. You talked about it before, didn't you? You know, sometimes these tall players, they shy away from all those range of skills that often shorter players have to have.
You see it a lot in boys basketball as Legacy Harrison rattles in the three. You see a lot in boys basketball that just because you're the tallest in your class, you play centre the whole time, you never get to dribble the ball, bring the ball up, all you're doing is standing on the post, and then you might only grow to 6'3", and then by the time you want to play adult basketball or senior school basketball, you're the size of a shooting guard, and you can't shoot. So everyone needs to be taught all the fundamentals at a young age, and we're seeing that from this young lady today. Paris Mason, who works hard, but she can't get it to go. Good defense from all three of the defenders there from Kura Kokiri. Gardner trying to work herself a bit of space with her handling skills. Ball dropped in to Ranapia. Good defense from Mason that time. There will be Kura Kokiri ball. The timeout is called by the school from Tauranga. I want to talk it over with 2 minutes to go.
Well, this is getting interesting, isn't it? 37-33, only 4 points in it. And after sort of quite a tense beginning where both sides were sort of feeling themselves or feeling each other out, I think that they're now starting to really play some basketball. Nice to see the players appreciating the music. Just realised that she was on camera. Excellent.
And the whole thing, this whole tournament all week, Jenny, has been played in wonderful spirit. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves, win or loss. This is the big one for the girls, the grand final. Followed shortly after by the boys' grand final between the hosts, Te Araha, and
Taiatea, yes. Be good to see them in action. I know they've got a bright orange uniform.
I can can see them arriving at the arena now over there in their bright orange tracksuits as well. And that's the Manukura boys side who secured 3rd place.
Taiatea from Hamilton, so they don't have too far to come. Pretty strategically placed, really, for a tournament, Te Araha.
It is, it really is.
Pull in the Bay of Plenty teams and the Waikato and
Thames Valley and
clearly teams from Palmerston North.
yeah.
Good to see Manukura with both their boys and girls.
Well, they're clearly taking their basketball very seriously. Manukura School in Palmerston North. You don't end up with a coaching staff like that if you're not, which is great to see.
Yeah, well, sport's a big focus at that school, isn't it? I know Yvette McCausland-Jury, Central Pulse coach, recently departed from that role, and of course New Zealand under-21 netball coach, so they certainly drive a good netball program. Imagine most of their other
We're
sports.
staying in Paido, aren't we? And that's, you were telling me the other day, the home of, well, was the long-time
Ruth
home of
Aiken.
Ruth Aiken.
In fact, I had my eyes peeled for her. I thought I might bump into her. You wouldn't miss her. She's a tall woman.
With a piercing stare, I
Yes.
remember, from my time as a netball reporter.
And a long blink if she doesn't like your question. No, she was a great coach, a great person with the media from my point of view too. Would always front.
Kura Kokiri to inbound the ball. They have a 4-point lead. It's good defense from Mason. She comes away with the ball. She's got Legacy Harrison to her left, and that's exactly who she finds. She pulls up from mid-range. It just rattles out. Long-range 3 from Hidia Fraser.
Oh, great rebound
as
from
well.
Clodworthy. Oh, she came from nowhere. Done well for her side.
She's fouled as well. It'll be a baseline. I don't think it'll be shooting. It's not shooting. Quick inbounds play and a shot. Here comes Mason. Goes with the floater, gets her own rebound, goes again gets her own rebound, up to Harrison in the corner for 3. Who's going to get that rebound? This time it's Gardner, Taniko Gardner. Can she go coast to coast? She can do just that.
Well, she gets a huge roar from the crowd as she does so.
Right now it's just a case of execution, I think. Kura Kokiri's shots are going in. Manukura's not so much at the moment as Harrison scoops one up, and that does go down. Legacy Harrison. She's having a fantastic game. There's young Legacy Harrison. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-point game. Clotworthy. In close, rebound Mason. Instantly turns and puts on the Jets. What a hand that is from Waraka to Kira. But Mason does well to get back. And it's tough shooting over that frame. Who's going to shoot this one? Harrison wants it. She gets it at the elbow. She looks to burrow her way through. That is a clean rugby league style strip from Gardner.
Well, what can't she do? Taniko Gardner.
Catch a shoot on the buzzer. That doesn't go down.
Well, that's an action-packed end to the 3rd quarter. It is still Kura Kokiri hanging on. They lead Manukura 39-35. We will be back shortly with the 4th quarter. not long now before we start the fourth quarter in this final of the girls' side of the draw. At the moment, Kura Kokiri still hanging on to their lead over Manukura, 39-35. But it's tough. It's getting closer too. You get the feeling that both these sides really starting to find their straps. You can see there, Miles Pearce down on one knee. No doubt bored on one knee, or does he just do the talking?
Neither team really doing much wrong. You know, I think Manukura, from their point of view, they're getting the looks. They're more dropping now than they were earlier. Maybe sometimes guilty of just rushing it a little bit, but I think that is part of their game plan. They probably back themselves as a fitter team. So they're trying to outrun TKK, and they might reap the benefits of that in this fourth quarter. From TKK's point of view, I think it's a case of just keep feeding Taniko Gardner, because she is something special.
Well, she's starting to come into her own, isn't she?
And defensively, they're doing really well, TKK. They're dealing with the threat that Paris Mason's height poses. The shots are going to drop. You know, you can't keep the team scoreless. It's just doing the best you can, I think. Other teams are doing that.
And Roy Harahup seems to be enjoying herself refereeing.
Straight from the inbounds. Gets her own rebound. Can she get the second chance opportunity to go? She can't, but swarming defense early from Lil Brown of
She's
Manukura.
fast, isn't she, Lil Brown?
Spark plug off the bench from Manukura is Aranapia. Finds Fraser. It's slung across to Gardner. What can she make of this situation here? Not worthy, and that's a shot clock violation, and it's gone down very well with the Manukura bench and their supporters. Paris Mason barking up the instructions to her team. Here she is, looking to turn the corner. Drop it inside, but only as far as Ranapia. Right place, right time.
Oh, stolen.
Steal. It's Harrison driving. She comes away with it somehow, and it rounds around and drops in. 2 points from Manukura, 2-point game. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of the final. Jump ball, the arrow going the way of Kura Kokiri.
Lil Brown getting her hands on that. Oh, great pressure from Manukura.
Vicious pass, tipped off the hands of Gardner, so it will be Manukura ball. A lot of this last quarter as well, Jenny, will be who can keep their composure if it stays close towards the end.
Certainly a good start from the Palmerston North side.
Here's Harrison. This time it's Geneva Harrison. Double dribble for her. It's a switch of hands. Fraser with an early pass, but a sloppy one. Here's Geneva Harrison. Looks to back down. Too much on the three-pointer.
Nobody realising quite where that ball had gone.
And that's a foul.
Oh, that was like a collision at the corner of Victoria and Queen.
Lil Brown called for the foul. Just her first.
Well, this is a feisty start from Manukura to this fourth quarter.
Here's Takeda. She had a fantastic first half. What can she bring in the fourth quarter? And up here with a foot on the line, so it would have only been 2. And that'll be Manukura ball. Potworthy just knocking that out of bounds. tiptoeing round free throw line, the baseline I should say. That's going to fall in the hands. It's a tough layup when you're right under the hoop. Who's going to come away with that? Mason's in there. And then Pia's in there.
Oh.
Mason can't get it to go. She's fouled the second time. She hits the deck hard. If she's helped back up, she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's a long way down from that height.
Every possession is just so tense. And this grand final championship game. Miles Pierce stalks the sideline, issuing instructions. Can't get either to go, and Ranapia comes down with a rebound. Bit of extra pressure at half court coming from Manukura. Oh, there it is, and it's, does she know, Legacy Harrison, that someone's behind her? No, she doesn't, and it's a great block. A foul, even a foul called.
Oh, she might have thought she'd done quite a good job there.
I thought it was a good recovery from Wairaka to Kira, but Harrison just needed a little bit more urgency about her once she had made the steal. It has been deemed a shooting foul, so she will shoot 2 from the line.
No mistake.
And this to tie it up with just under 7.5 to go.
Oh, that's beautiful shooting. All tied up, 39 all. 7.5 minutes left in this game.
Good ball movement from Kura Kokiri. Just hesitated before shooting the 3. Good rebound on the offensive end by Ranapia, and she scoops it up and in.
They have to cut the celebration short, though. Kura Kokiri, Manukura are not mucking about.
Mason pulls up from the free throw line. He can't get it to go. And it's out of bounds.
Subs in.
DJ Nuihinga back into the game, back into her final high school game.
Oh, Mason.
She's got Geneva Harrison to her right. Just need a bit more of a cut from Harrison there, maybe. Instead it's Legacy, who trails in, bounces it off her foot, and it's going to go the other way. Hidia Fraser in the open court. Can't get it to go. Oh, big contact there as Mason hits the ground. But Manukura get the ball, and there is a foul eventually called.
My word, there's some heavy hits here.
This is a physical game. Bodies flying everywhere. Hits coming left, right, and centre.
Wow, coach.
All in a non-contact sport, they say.
That's right.
Supposed non-contact sport.
What amazes me is they all get up so quickly and carry on.
Unlucky. Nice move. Nice give and go there from Lil Brown and Mason.
Well, I think it just shows, doesn't it, Hugh, how much it all means to them.
Ranapia pulling up. Had to get it over Mason. Too much on it. Here comes Legacy Harrison finding her sister Geneva. Will she shoot the 3? She will from the wing. Up the back iron. Big rebound. Slung out. Harrison to Harrison again, and that one is a travel. Mason takes a seat. Two-point game. A lot of feeling in it too.
Very hard to call which way this is going to go.
Gardner pulls up from long range, and that is a coach killer. Another foul. She shot a 3, and last time this happened, she made all 3 of them.
Amazing too, Hugh, how quickly she got up once she heard the foul had been called.
You got to sell it. You got to sell it a wee bit.
Oh, I don't blame her. It's gamesmanship.
She made her first 3, and she's missed her next 2. There's Taniko Gardner. Missing all three this time, and the rebound to Kiana Royal. Long range two goes up, and there's a foul there, and it might be a pushing foul. I think it is on Ranapia.
Yeah, it is indeed, number 15. So inbound from the back. 5.5 minutes remaining in this final. 2 points in it.
There's Manel spinning, firing it back to Royal. She shoots, banks it in from long range two. And that ties it up. 5.5 to go. And the Manukura boys side firing up with the defense, Chan. Slung across.
Oh, that was a great idea, but it was just too much on it. Straight through the hands.
That's a great cut from Ihipera Nuku.
Now here's the test. Here it comes for Kura Kokiri.
Royal looking for help finding it. And Lil Brown. She turns the corner and straight into Ranapia.
Well, that was good defence.
And there's Gardner from 2-point range. Manel with the long rebound. She fires it forward. Well, she shoots. She does from 2-point range off the back iron. And there's a foul called on Kiana Royal.
Well, this game's got a little bit of everything, hasn't it? Drama, speed, skill.
Contact.
Nice loud crowd. Nothing between these two sides.
Tequila tries to fire it into Ranapia, just through the hands. And Manukura will have the ball. Can they capitalise? How long does Coach Miles Pearce keep Paris Mason on the bench as Legacy Harrison drives, finishes, and she'll go to the line for one more.
And the entire Manukura bench rose.
Well, that was a big-time move. And a big-time game from Legacy Harrison.
And that looks like it's indeed, was it 5 fouls?
Fouled out.
For Ngawata Ranapia. And she adds the extra.
Put in a stellar performance, Ranapia, for her school today.
But gee, what a valuable thing that is. You get the extra points and you also have a dangerous player removed. And I mean dangerous as a compliment.
Turnover. Legacy Harrison doing a bit of everything for Manukura from Palmerston North. There's Briseis Manel driving, can't get the hook shot to go. And they're playing with a vim and vigour now, Manukura. And TKK need to match. Find themselves trailing by 3. He puts it up from 2-point range. Who's going to come away with that? It's going to be Gardner. Hers is too strong, and Manel comes away with it. We're not going to see Paris Mason re-enter the game. With no Ranapia, it was only a matter of time. As Will Brown shoots the 3. Rebound to Kira. Deep three-pointer from Fraser, doesn't go, and that's a hard work for a rebound from Kiana Royal. There's Harrison. Oh, just bumped out by Gardner. Gardner will just slow it down. Something we haven't seen much of in this game.
Quinnell now. Feeding Brown. Wahine gets things sorted now. Royal on the drive. Gee, it's tough in there, Hugh.
It's a big contact that's been let go, which is great. As a timeout is called by Kura Kokiri.
Wow, as you would. 44-41 now in favour of Manukura. 2.5 minutes remaining.
It's been played like a real final, which is great to see. With no nationals this year, this is the best that these girls are going to get, and they are treating it like it.
And of course, it's all over for number 15, Runapia, fouled out. So they're big, not there to sort of, be in there for the rebounds.
She makes such a difference to the game.
They've got a couple of little generals, though, haven't they? Harrier Fraser and Wairaka Takira for this side.
Both stepped up in this final. Supporting Suniko Gardner ably.
But now it's Manukura perhaps starting to come through, show their class.
They've been led so well in this game by young Legacy Harrison. I think he's just a year 10 or a year 11 student.
As I think I mentioned earlier, that they're a team very much, this Manukura side. They're not just a couple of stars with a few others thrown in support.
See the Te Araha boys side warming up in the background ahead of their final, which I believe gets underway at 7 o'clock.
Not far away. First, though, we've got to decide this game. There's the Tararua College players in the crowd. Good to see them sticking around. 44-41, Manukura leading to Kura Kokiri. Just under 2.5 minutes on the clock, ticking.
The defence chance comes from the Manukura bench as Gardner steps back into a three-pointer. Rattles out, rebound Royal, and here comes Manukura. Both seniors back into the game. DJ Nuihinga and this girl, Paris Mason. Good defense. Good work. Ihiperanuku with the interception there. Gardner, around she goes. Rebound Manel, not for the first time.
Great effort from Clotworthy just to stop that play. They trail by 3 to Kura Kokiri. 1 minute 21 on the clock.
Bodies flying everywhere. Oh, the block from behind, but a bit of a hand there on the back at the same time, as is being explained now by Roimata Harahap. It's a clean block up high, but the other hand was just on the hip. It's a foul. And Manukura will go to the line through DJ Nuihinga.
Yeah, I was going to say a punchy player. I was going to say that could be misinterpreted. I don't mean she's a punchy player, but she's a punchy player.
Not a punching player, a punchy player.
Punchy player.
Just to extend the lead to 4. It's a 2-possession game with 70 seconds to go. 80 seconds to go, I should say. Who's going to come away with that? Great work from Paris Mason and Kiana Royal. She's got Manel to her left. That's exactly who she finds. Rebound Mason. Put back Mason. 6-point game.
And directing traffic at the other end too, Paris Mason.
Affecting the shot, but committing a foul. And that's it. Good bit of quick work there from Hidia Fraser. Not taking less than 8 seconds off the clock to get from one end to the other and work her way to the line. Smart basketball. She makes the first. Every shot counts now for Kura Kokiri. Rebound, Manukura. Here's Legacy Harrison. Clock is their friend. No need to rush if you're Manukura. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Beautifully worked.
Sticks the two-pointer.
Well, it's party time on the Manukura bench.
Timeout called by Kura Kokiri. Oh, what a big time shot that was from the young lady in her final high school game.
And great to see the support there from the boys.
Just choreographing their dance, the Manukura boys side.
I'd say they're very well aware. They're on camera too. Good on them. Well, they deserve it. Got the bronze here in the boys' competition, but for now, it's the gold the girls are after, 49-42. You've got to say they're looking pretty good. Not quite sure what Rawi Nuku and Kiharoa Nuku can cook up on this Kura Kokiri bench.
Well, 7-point game. And needs at least 1 3-pointer in there, so they might be drawing up a play to get, I would imagine, Taniko Gardner open to shoot the 3 ball. And it's all hands on deck from the defensive end. Still great to see smiles though down on the bench, and laughing still happening despite being 7-point down with 37 seconds to go in the final.
Wow, it's just been the vibe, hasn't it? It's been like this for the last 3 days.
I guess because it's not the actual nationals, it kind of has taken that edge off of how much it means, and it's just, well, we're lucky to be here anyway, playing, giving everything that's going on in the world. Let's just enjoy it, and they certainly are, both these teams. And every school here is a relatively small school by the nature of this tournament, but none smaller than Kura Kokiri, who have acquitted themselves magnificently this weekend and in this final. Let's see what they can pull out the bag here. They're looking for Gardner, that's who they find. 3-pointer in the corner. Too short on that, rebound Mason. And she does not need to rush whatsoever. The clock is her friend. Here's Legacy Harrison. She is rushed by Gardner. And they come flying over. Intentional foul and many an apology.
Oh, that's quite sweet, really, from Gardner saying, we're sorry, but we had to foul. I think it's another example of the spirit.
Oh, she's right, she did have to foul, and it was a good foul to commit. Although, Legacy Harrison, one of the best shooters on this Manukura side, will look to ice the game. Gets an unfriendly roll.
She's been good, hasn't she, Legacy Harrison?
For my mind, she's been the player of the final, that's for sure. This is the second. Shot from the corner. Too much on that one. Foul committed. And I think with 14 seconds to go and 7 points in it, the celebrations will start on the Manukura bench. And then it's the boys' turn. Nataetia Wharakura against the hosts, Te Araha College, from 7 o'clock on Sky Sport Next.
Clockworthy, none able to add any more.
as Mason's fouled.
I was going to say, a lot of time spent on the floor by these players in this final, but I think it just shows the intensity in which it's been played. So shots at the other end. Miles Pearce appears to have given another little game plan for these last few seconds.
Every moment's a teaching moment. And she makes both. And after a quiet start to the game, Paris Mason has really imposed her will on this grand final. And full court press. Oh, good steal from Perseus Manel, and they'll just hold it for the last 5 seconds, unless they're fouled. Oh, out of court.
And she did. Once.
Trot on the sideline.
Oh, yes.
1.2 seconds to go, and now the high fives are coming from Coach Pearce, who just has to stop high-fiving because the opponent's about to inbound it. And that'll do us for the grand final. Manukura from Palmerston North, the North Island A School Invitational Champions of 2020.
And what a good final it was too. Gee, it was close, it was tightly contested, and really until the last few minutes we didn't know which way it was going to go. But in the end, it's these girls in red. Manukura, too good for Kura Kokiri, wore them down really. They are the champions of this North Island A School Invitational Tournament in Te Araha. And they will be very, very pleased with their achievements as they come in. And I'm sure at some level or other they will know each other. As clearly those ones do. Big hugs for some of them. But it was Kura Kokiri. They led after the first break. They led at half-time, 25-17. And then it was a case of wearing the opposition down. And as those baskets started to fall for Manukura, that was how it started to fall into place. And one of those people who were very strong for Manukura, Paris Mason, she is with you.
Thanks, Jenny. Yes, here with the victorious Paris Mason from Manukura School in Palmerston North. And what a way to finish your high school basketball career.
I mean, it's pretty great to be, there's not a lot of us year 13, so all us youngins putting the hard work in for us year 13s. It's such a special moment, and to Janaea, who's in the hospital at the moment, we still played that game for you, and you're still a part of this year 13, and we did it for you, Jay.
They made you work for it though, didn't they? That was a hell of a battle, bodies flying everywhere, big contact everywhere, but you guys, you worked through a tough start and worked your way back into it.
Yeah, we always knew it was a grind. I mean, in the changing rooms, that was our main word, that it was going to be a grind. It was a game of 4 quarters. We do so much training at the school, so we knew that we could just keep pushing, and that's exactly what we did. We came together as a team, we grinded, and we got the outcome.
Congratulations, Paris, well played.
Thank you.
And I'll bring in your coach, former Tall Black, of course, Miles Pearce. Congratulations, coach.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No secondary school nationals this year for good reason, and this was pulled together by Te Araha and Basketball New Zealand for really the last minute. And aren't you glad they did it?
I'm very, very glad they did it. Thank you to the organisers. It's been a fantastic event. Unbelievably great.
You two played each other yesterday, you against 2KK. Both coaches kept their cards close to their chest. Was that what you expected from this grand final?
Yeah, every final is going to be tight and hard fought, and they're a fantastic team. They're well coached, and we knew it was going to be a grind, and we talked about that before the game. So it was everything that a final should be. Lived up to expectations.
Congratulations, well played.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much.
Back to you, Jenny.
Coach indeed. Coach of the Manukura girls side, who have won gold here in Te Araha. In the end, they were too good for Kura Kokiri, running out the victors 51-42. Very shortly, we will have the big one, the boys' grand final, coming shortly.